everyone, welcome to another pick a deck reading, or the pick an item. Alright, so today we have 3 piles for you. The first pile is the antique pocket watch, second pile is the compass, and the third pile is a jar bottle, honey jar bottle. Okay, so what we're gonna do for today's reading is we're gonna ask what you want and what you need. Alright, so this reading was actually, I first saw it done by Awakening to Spirit. So I'll link her YouTube channel down in the description. And she mentions having been inspired by Jessie Puckett, which is another tarot reader, which I will also link down below in the description. So what we'll do basically is that we will take 3 cards for what you want and 3 cards for what you need, as in what you need to do to reach what you want. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Paulina Tarot deck for all. Okay, and clarified by my small Chinese tarot deck. My little Chinese tarot deck. And we'll start with pile number 1. Okay, so what does pile number 1 want? Wow, I see. Okay, and what does pile number 1 need? What does the antique watch pickers need? Nice. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, it seems here that what you want with the Lovers, it seems that you wish to have a trusting relationship with someone. Alright, you wish to have someone who you are able to connect to, someone who you are able to be true with, someone you can trust in, and someone who will trust you. Okay, it doesn't have to be a lover, it could just be a friend, okay, or anyone that you can connect to with that trust level. And for the Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups usually signifies a spark in emotions, like an offer of love. But in reverse, what it seems to tell me, is that you might want the love for yourself. Okay, with Ace of Cups, what it's in reverse, it seems to tell me that you want to love yourself. Okay, you want to feel that self-love. And for the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, usually the wheel, it signifies a cycle, an ending of a cycle. And with it in reverse here, it seems that you don't want things to change. You don't want things to change. You want it to continue. You don't want the cycle to end. Alright, so what do you need to obtain this? The first, we have the Hierophant. Alright, so for the Hierophant, if you can see in this card here, in the Paulina deck, alright, it seems that you need to seek guidance. Alright, you need to find a bit of a structure, find a guidance in someone who is older and wiser than you. Alright, you might need to ask around for a teacher to guide you with what you're in trouble with. Alright, as you can see, all the children down here, they're sitting there, they're listening intently to what the old tree man has to say. 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is the card of stability. Alright, it means you are in a very successful relationship, in a very stable kind of place, kind of like a table. It has 4 legs and it doesn't shake around. So perhaps what it says is that you need to look around at the relationships around you. Okay, recognize if there is any chaos, all right, in any of your relationship. Try to find the source of it and fix the legs of this table. All right, make it stable again. And the Ace of Wands is a spark in idea. All right, so what you might need is, you are resisting change. You don't want things to change. But over here it is saying that you might need to find a new way. You might need to find a new idea on what you can actually do. Right? You cannot continue to do the same thing over and over again. Alright? Especially since something is clearly happening that you want to find someone you can trust. You want to love yourself. You want things to continue to go, to be happy. Alright? Clearly there's some kind of resistance here. And you need to find a new way to solve this. Okay? So I'm going to clarify one of the cards. I'm going to clarify the Four of Wands for you. Okay? So clarify the Four of Wands for the antique pocket watch pile. Right. That is the Three of Wands. Okay. So the Three of Wands basically says to look into the future. I believe that's what it says. Yep. So you need to look ahead. Okay, you need to look far ahead. And you need to consider them. And see what you should do so that you can gain this stability. Alright? Don't just look at the now. Definitely don't look at the past, but look into the future. What outcome do you want from your relationship? Right? If it's trust, then you probably have to find a new way to communicate. Right? Look into the future. Okay, so I'm going to get you a message from my white rose deck. So this is a set of cards that I made myself. It's alright. If it wants to come out, it'll come out again. So we'll see what is the what is the message for the antique watch. Enemies will tear you down, starting from your light. Okay, so what this means is that when someone wants to bring you down, first of all, they will start by taking away your happiness. Right? They'll start by making you doubt yourself, and that's when you will get weak, and that's when they will finish you off. So perhaps look into that. If you feel like there's someone who is draining your energy, perhaps that's what you need to address and need to fix to reach your stability. Okay? So that is all for you. Antique watch pile. I hope that helps you. If it doesn't, you can see the other 2 piles that we have, or other videos that we might have uploaded by now. And I wish you good luck. Thank you. So let's move on to pile number 2. Alright, so pile number 2, for those of you who chose the compass. Okay, let's get some cards to see what you want and what you need. Ooh, that is fast. So far they're all in reverse. Let's see what you need. Okay, so for what you want, we can see that there's a lot of reverse cards here, but don't worry about that. Okay, so the devil card in reverse. Okay, for this devil card, usually what the devil means is being obsessed, right? For instance, you can see the devil here. He's looking so intently to the woman, although the woman is not really responding to him, but she is egging him on, all right, by touching him. Although she looks like she does not give her attention to him, but she's still giving him hints. And that's why he continues to cling on to her. So with this in the reverse for you, I believe what you want is to stop being obsessed with something or with someone. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So Knight signifies movement and Wands is emotion, right? So in the upright, the Knight of Wands means like you want to charge ahead. Okay, you want to charge ahead full of passion without considering anything. Alright, see how many legs the bird has. That's how much power it can use to actually move forward. So with this in the reverse, I feel what you want is you don't want to be hasty. Alright, you realize that you are currently in an obsessive nature. You realize that sometimes you're a bit impetuous and you don't want that. You don't want that anymore. Alright, and Five of Wands, you can see all of them fighting. Alright? It's not as bad as the Five of Swords where you actually hurt people, but this is still bickering. Alright? And it's still not nice. And with this in reverse, what it means is that you don't want to fight anymore. You don't want to bicker anymore. And I think that's a good energy to have, to not want to fight. Okay. So how do we get what you want? Alright, so first of all, it's the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So with the Two of Pentacles, it's actually a balancing act, right? You see how he's on the horse, so close to the waves. The horse is running and he's juggling two pentacles. So this is a balancing act. With it in reverse, what I feel it means is that you need to shake things up a bit. You don't need to be so precarious. Alright, you might actually need to give a bit of chaos just to wake people up, right? Like, hey, no, this is not what we're gonna do, right? Which also brings me to this Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords, she's in upright. So the Queen of Swords is about logical thinking, and the Swords is definitely about seeing. So what the Queen of Swords here says is that you need to speak your mind, alright? You realize you're being obsessive. You no longer want to be so hasty and you don't want to fight. You need to tell it straight as it is with the Queen of Swords. You need to have that belief, or you need to believe in your thoughts and you need to speak them out. And lastly, with the Ten of Pentacles, so this is a card of abundance. You can see the lady is in her garden, is full of flowers, full of trees, full of all the pretty things. Alright, you need to be aware that you have so many good things in your life. Okay, you need to be aware that you have so many good things in your life. And perhaps what that means is that what I'm hearing is that perhaps what it means is that with all these blessings in your life, perhaps it's okay for you to realize that you can let go of certain things that does not fit you anymore. Okay? So let me get some clarifier for you. I'm gonna clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse. Ooh. Right. So that's the Queen of Cups. Alright? So the Queen of Cups is about emotions. Alright? She signifies emotions. So with these things about being hasty, perhaps in the past, you are always hasty with showing your emotions, like being emotional a bit too fast. Alright? So perhaps that's why it says you, instead of the Queen of Cups coming charging in, you need the Queen of Swords. And I'm gonna clarify one more card, which is the Two of Pentacles. Oh no, wait, not the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. Apologies. So let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Sword. Okay, so Ace of Sword is an idea. No, that is Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Idea, oh, it is still an idea, alright? So you need to have clarity. And how you have this clarity is by acknowledging all the things, all the blessings that you have. Alright? And from there, make a clear decision. Have that spark to start deciding, alright, what should stay with you in your garden and what needs to be cut out like a weed, alright? And speak that out, okay? So I'm gonna pick you a card from my White Rose deck, okay? So these are mostly motivational quotes that I have. Let's see if there's a card for you. Compass file. Alright, nice. There's two. Okay, so the first one is, we don't get judged as harshly by others as we do by ourselves. Okay, so this one, basically what it is saying is that perhaps you need to look at how you speak of yourself. Okay, sometimes what we feel make us hurt is not actually others, but it's actually coming from ourselves. Second one is, be more assertive. So yeah, this is the Queen of Swords. Be more assertive. Okay, and I feel like this judging probably comes with the Five of Wands. Alright, so perhaps this has something to do with why the arguments has been going on before. Okay, so that is all that I have for you. Compass file, thank you so much for watching. I hope that it will help you out. I will move on to the third pile. See you. So welcome to those of you who chose the empty bottle, the honey jar. Alright, this is going to be your reading. We'll take 3 cards to say to see what you want, and 3 cards to see what you need in order to achieve your wants. And I will clarify 1 or 2 cards if needed with my Chinese tarot deck. And then we'll get you a motivational quote from my White Rose deck. So let's start with what you want. What do the honey jar pile wants? Ooh, all of them. Want everything. Right, and what does the honey jar pile need? I see. That's quite a lot. It's alright, we can do this. So this, and this too, and here. So for the honey jar, okay, so for the honey jar pile, okay, the first one that we have for your wands is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, what this tells me is that for the Queen of Wands, what her card means is confidence, okay, to be courageous, right? But in reverse, what it can also mean is that internally, you want to be confident with yourself, all right? You want to believe that you can do anything that you set your mind to it, which is, of course, you can do anything that you set your mind to it, but it seems that it's a bit hard for you to believe in this right now, and that's why you want it. Then secondly, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is also a card of abundance. She has a lots of flowers in her garden. Alright, so you want to be like her. You want to have all of these things. Okay, you want to have all of this and be contented with what you have. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune upright. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune signifies movement, okay, and also a cycle. Right, so what this here means is that you want to end whatever that is going on right now, and you want something new to begin. You want to close the current chapter, and you want to begin with someone new, somewhere new, something new. Okay. So for this, what you need, first of all, we have the Emperor. So the Emperor is a sign of a leader. Okay, he's the top of the males in all the tarot suites. He has a bit of the King of Swords in him. He has a bit of the King of Cups, a bit of King of Pentacles, and a bit of King of Wands. All right, he's complete. All right. What I feel this card is trying to say is that you need to find in yourself, or perhaps outside of yourself, someone who can help guide you to be more complete in the mental state. Okay, you need a leader, or a leader who will grow you into a leader. Okay, you need to seek guidance from someone. And then we have the Hermit in reverse, and also the Six of Swords. Okay, so the Hermit in upright, what it means is that you're going inside to look deep inside yourself for your truth, for your spiritual intuition. Okay, with it in reverse, what I feel this is saying is that you have done that. You have done enough of that. Alright, so what you need to do now is perhaps seek help from the outside. Okay, whatever is deep inside you, you've dug deep enough, you probably have had a bit of answer, but again, you need to look outside for guidance, for help. And with it coming together with the Six of Swords, it means that perhaps you've been going inwards because people have been fighting with you. So the Six of Swords is telling you to move away from this conflict, move away from all this fighting, and get out and find someone who you can take on as a teacher. Right? And finally, the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this is also again with the Six of Swords, saying that you need to move away from fighting. Okay, what I feel that it's trying to say is that, okay, the Ten of Swords is a card that signifies the end of the fighting. Alright, so it's either telling you to recognize that the time for argument is over, the time of being fearful, the time of letting people stab onto you is done, is gone. Alright, so you either need to acknowledge that it's gone, or you need to close it, make it be gone. Alright, So I'm going to clarify the Queen of Wands in reverse for you with this Chinese tarot cards. Okay, the Hangman. Okay, so it seems that well, the Hangman is a bit the same with the Hermit, because he is looking at things from an upside down kind of perspective, right? With the Queen of Wands in reverse, like wanting the self courage, all right, you need to start to look at things in a different way. Okay, not quite internally, but maybe externally as well. Okay, try to look at yourself, what you have done, what you have in you, in a different kind of way. Then I shall clarify one more for the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Oops, that is too much. Just one. Clarify the Ten of Swords. I see. That is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so Knight of Swords is, the Knight is a moving kind of card. Alright. So Knight is movement. The sword is logical thinking and also speaking. So I think what this says with the Ten of Swords is that you need to make action. Okay? You need to think fast. You need to make action to end this Ten of Swords. Okay? You need to cut it there and then and move on. Just like the knight on his horse, slash and move away. That is what I'm getting from this. Okay? Lastly, let's get for you a card from my white rose deck. Okay, so let's see if there's a message for you. Okay. Right. This is an interesting one. Okay, it says observe your social behavior. Okay, how have you been acting around people? Okay, what have you been showing to them? What have you been showing to everyone around you? This is you. This is everyone else. What do they see when they look at you? Alright, don't have to think about I think this goes with this, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, you're not confident in yourself, and I think you need to start looking at it in a different way. All right, how you interact with other people, you can control that. Okay, so what do you want to show in people? If you know what you choose to show to people, and you know that it's being translated to them as you intended, that's when you will have confidence in your own self. Okay? When you're actually trying to be kind, are you sending the appropriate signals to show that you're kind? Okay? Because even good things like being kind, you can't really do it halfway. Because I know, like, sometimes when we are trying to help someone out, and then suddenly we get a bit shy and we start to close up, it will seem very rude. It will seem as if you are helping out of pity. So look at how you behave when you're doing something, right? Look at it in a different perspective. Instead of how you feel you look like, try to see how they might see your actions as. Alright? Okay, so that's all that I have for you, honey jar pile. I hope that will help you out, and if it doesn't resonate, that's alright. You can have a look at the other piles, and I hope that today's reading has been again has been helpful to you. If not, you can watch our other videos that might already be on by now. Okay, so I will see you again next time. Take care and goodbye.